Hi, Daniel.
Hello, Ziba.
Thank you so much for being in our podcast studio today in TeachMeCode.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yes, no. I've been waiting for this episode. I want to find out more about you. Please tell me, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell me about your background and how old are you?
My name is Selaru Daniel. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Romania. I'm still in high school studying computer science.
And at the same time, you're a developer, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, specialized in?
Well, my passion is mostly blockchain. That's what I want to focus on.
How long you've been developing for?
Uh, in in blockchain, or do you mean?
In general.
To be fair, the first time when I coded something, I was about maybe 10 years old. I have
10
an
years
older
old.
sister that studied computer science, and I just couldn't keep my nose out of her laptop.
You're so interested, okay?
I was just watching her and trying to understand what was she doing. And then when she finished her homework, I just took the laptop and started playing around.
Did you actually succeed to write your first line of code from what you have been?
Yeah, small things. And then she helped me, and I understood more and more.
You got the concept, the idea of how this whole thing works. So can we say that your sister was someone who helped you to discover the world of IT?
Absolutely, yeah.
Really? Does she still support you in your projects, in your beginnings?
Yes, she does.
Tell me, please, what phase have you chosen? Are you doing the same? Is she also in blockchain, or she chose a different direction?
No, she's a web developer.
She's a web developer, and you're blockchain. Is there any other languages that you can work on?
Yes, I know some front end and a little bit of back end. And also in school, I study C++ and C#.
Wow, that's quite a good portfolio for such a young guy as you. Tell me, please, how was it challenging for you to sell your skills to get a job, let's say, because you are young,
Yeah.
and as we know that in many cases your experience is equivalent to your age, basically, you know? So
Yes.
please tell me, what challenges have you faced because of your young age, even though you are very skilled and very ambitious?
Every time I meet someone, when I tell them my age, I don't even
They
have
don't
to.
take you
I don't.
serious,
I don't
right?
have even have to tell them because they're. How old are you? You're so young. Yes, I am. But it's this maybe age barrier. But I think the best way to break this
Yeah.
is by proving your skills, by having a solid portfolio with projects that you can show them.
That's what makes them speechless.
Yeah, exactly. You can easily get over this.
Do you feel confident about being this young, this experienced,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You brag about
because
it?
I think most people also tell me that it's really good I started this young because I have a lot of time
course,
to
of course.
perfect my skills and enrich my knowledge.
No, you are exactly that generation that we talk about in every single episode, because we talk about how much effort we have to put to raise the new generation in a way that, because they're building our future. And now I'm having you sitting here because you belong to the new generation. You are one of those people that are going to define the future for the rest, the direction of it. And it's absolutely fantastic that you guys are you already know what you want to do from such a young age. It's very fascinating. Okay, I want to hear the funny stories. Have you ever had a story, for example, when you had, let's say, an interview over, over emails, let's say, or you had a phone call, and then, let's say, you went to the place and then they saw you, and have you ever came across something like that?
No, not really, because I mostly meet people face to face.
Through the networking
Yeah, in-person
connections,
events
yes.
and through other friends that by start they said, I have a really young friend that is really talented.
Yes.
Hop in a call with him. yeah, I
That's how
didn't.
you get to meet the new people. The reason I asked you that, last time I came across this on one of the social media platforms, there was this reel. I think the boy was like around 11 or 12 years old, but he had some insane sales strategies, you know? So what he was doing is he was trying to find a freelancer job to support his family, or like whatever was the reason, right? And they show like a boy calling to different companies and basically like pursuing him to hire the boy. They're like, and then they're telling him like, yeah, like your strategy is amazing, and yes, I can give you a certain amount, and yes, I'm pretty sure you'll double it, but like your age, like no, I can't do it. And then the boy was like, can you just forget that I'm 12 years old and just talk to me as if I'm someone who is 40, 45 years old and have, let's say, like 20, 25 years of a sales experience, and just perceive me like that and give me a chance to prove you myself. That's why I was thinking that there is a challenge for a young generation right now, because they're too young and already too skilled and too educated, ambitious, very goal orientated. Maybe one of the reasons that, let's say, they face these challenges because the elder generation feels threatened. So they're trying to put the blocks. Otherwise, they will have to accept and admit the fact that the kids nowadays, let's say, they're already like they're different. They're different. They're
There is a
more
big
talented.
generational difference
Yes,
now.
yes, correct. So I was wondering if you come across those challenges in your life, because let's admit this is going to happen more and more, unless the society accepts that we need to support this kid and not to push them away. Tell me, please, I want to hear, like, what is your best memory since you have started, like, chosen the pathway of becoming a developer? Like, the best, the worst memories. I want to hear the story. You're so young and you have already been doing these things for so many years.
Um, well, one of my favorite stories is that one day I was scrolling Instagram and I saw an ad about an international hackathon in Romania.
Okay.
I DM'd my friend and say, hey, let's join
do
it.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we hopped on a train and I don't know, 16 hours later we arrived. They told us they would provide us accommodation and we just said, okay, thanks.
Better, yeah.
Yeah. They got us in a student's dorm and I think outside it was snowing. And in the dorm, it was colder than outside. So we just left all our luggage at the dorm and stayed for 2 days in the co-working space where the hackathon was held. We slept on the floors and used the public restroom there. It was a pretty hardcore and interesting memory.
I think like it was so adventurous.
Yeah,
I think that
exactly.
was the best part of it. 16 hours of traveling, sleeping in the co-working places, all this challenge just to participate in something that you're passionate about.
Exactly.
One more time, it proves that if you want something, like there's no such thing as an excuse. You'll go. You don't have a place to sleep, I'll sleep here. Perfect. And especially for a young boy like you, it's like, you know, it adds more fun to the whole experience, right?
Exactly.
What do you think is your biggest accomplishment as of now? Like, you're 18 years old, you have your whole life ahead of you, but I'm pretty sure you have already reached to the point where you feel like, you know, like, yes, I've done this, now it's time to go there. What do you find as your biggest accomplishment so far?
Well, I have a few things that I'm really proud of. I have two third place medals in the Romanian cycling championship because I really like sports and outdoor activities. I'm not really just the PC rat that I am.
Like, you like to be like active
Yeah,
in
exactly.
everything. Okay.
I'm really passionate about sports and
Very
spending time outdoors. But also one of my proudest projects that I've maybe got into
Yeah.
is the 77 years back NFT project.
What is it?
Well, 77 years back is a movie made by Dan Stroie, a Romanian filmmaker, that captures the moment where his grandfather returns to his homeland 77 years back, 77 years after he was exiled from there. He goes
He haven't been in his home country for 77
exactly.
years, and he went there for the first time after 70.
Exactly.
Wow.
At
Okay.
the beginning of the World War II, he was exiled with his entire family, and he was given up to adoption in Romania. After this, he lost touch with most of his family,
Family,
and
yes.
at 77 years, he takes Dan and goes back to Moldova to find his truth, to find his
His
family.
roots, his family, his
Yes,
old house.
exactly.
Does he find it?
Yeah, he finds the moment that the grandpa likes the most is when he arrives at a place where he actually meets the neighbors of his uncles and
And they
aunts.
remembered him.
Exactly.
No
And
way.
just by talking to someone that lived a lot of years next to his family makes him really
Go
happy
back
and
in
emotional.
time. Yeah, it sounds very emotional.
Yeah, and through the NFT project, we helped Dan enroll in multiple international film festivals. This way, using the funding from the NFT project, we managed to
Okay.
get Dan and the movie and the story of the grandpa all the way to Doc Leipzig and even Trieste Film Festival.
You did the fundraising through the NFT
Exactly.
to support the progress of the project.
Exactly.
Wow.
So this way,
And you were creating the NFTs for the movie.
yes.
How long it took you guys to sell it out, and how many tokens have you guys
The
placed
collection
for
was
the fundraising?
our project was a limited edition of only 77
Okay,
NFTs.
because of 77
Exactly.
years. Okay.
It didn't take too much. I think maybe a week and a half or something like that.
I would like it to be in 77 minutes, you know. In this case, like you have, like, you
Yeah.
hit the.
Maybe the next one.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you will. So it was a
Yeah.
success as well.
I could
You
say so.
have
Yeah.
achieved the result that you were aiming for. You were able to raise all the funds. You were able to present it on a more, how you call it, wide audience, right?
Exactly.
Can you find this movie online now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, because some of the festivals
Yes.
require that the movie
They
hasn't
buy
been
the rights
published.
for that. Yeah, 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 I
Exactly.
get it. Well, once it's out in public, please, and if there is any English subtitles or
Yes,
a
there are.
translation, please share the links. I would love to watch it because sounds very, very like, how can I tell you? It's a life story.
Yes,
It's always
indeed.
interesting. Yes. Tell me, please, what are you aiming for? What's your biggest dream? What do you want to achieve in life? I want to hear how big you dream. It can be anything. Please, what's at the end of the road? When you will feel like, I made it.
Interesting question. I don't see the end of the road, but I see where the highway might start.
All right.
In the last few days, I've been spending some time with Alex, and I think he's really in a place where I would like to be. I want to try to achieve maybe at least what he did, because
You worked so hard for that.
Exactly.
Pretty sure you already did that.
because he has achieved so many things and created so many good memories and helped so many people.
He does. He honestly does. He created a lot of opportunities for many people.
Exactly.
So basically, you want to reach to the level where you have all the strengths, all the power to create the opportunity for other people and to push them to grow as well.
Exactly.
Like your dream is not to have a biggest house, 7 supercars, 3 swimming pools, I don't know, a white horse running in your garden, but to have a power to influence other people's life.
I wouldn't mind the supercar too, but
Obviously. I mean,
Yeah, of
when
course.
you have a power to influence lives, the minimum you can have is like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
a supercar.
But
you
I
worked hard for it.
I really like working with people, and I would love to be able to gather some of the greatest minds I can find and help them work together and create something even more beautiful.
You know, there is a saying that in order to achieve something, you have to surround yourself with people that have already achieved it.
Exactly.
You have to learn from the best. So I think that if you look up and if your role model is an Alex, you will definitely get there. You will definitely get there. Alex has a clear vision, clear understanding, and a very well awareness of surrounding, of the market, of the innovations, and of himself. So you chose the right role model. I wish you all the best, Daniel. I'm very, very excited to see such a young man sitting in front of me, already with a certain years of an experience behind his shoulder, active in sport, in this, in education, dreaming very big. This is the generation. This is the generation that we have to raise. You're a great example of one. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time today. And I'm not saying bye because you still have a lifetime, and I'm pretty sure you're going to make a lot of memories. You'll achieve a lot of results in your life, and I want to hear them all here at the TMC podcast studio.
Thank you, Ziba. It means a lot to me.
Thank you, Daniel, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.